feel about that, Mr. Chocolate?
Yeah, yeah, I can't argue with any of that, man. Yeah, I know the work home balance can be kind of complicated, especially depending on the demands of the other person. Because of course you're expected to, you know, naturally you're expected to provide and make moves that you can't make moves being home all the time unless you got some kind of special business going on. So yeah, so that's definitely a balance of those expectations. And as far as like that emotional stuff, I know people say, oh yeah, it's okay, you can open up. I don't believe that. That's bullshit. So because most times people don't really, people ain't really up on no man being real emotional and being sad and crying and all that all the time. Most time it's like, hey, I need you to function and do what you need to do to make everybody happy here. And so, you just don't have that luxury like that. And, somebody sees a woman crying, it's like, oh my gosh, what's going on? See a man crying, man, get your punk ass up. What's wrong with you, man? Ugh, you soft.
But that doesn't mean you don't have those emotions, right? Or have feelings. Maybe it's better than
Yeah,
emotions.
you have the feelings, but as men, you learn to you gotta keep pushing. You ain't got time
So
to.
what do you do with all of that? Because that builds up inside. Am I
Well,
wrong?
I think a lot of it is some people you pretend like it doesn't exist. So like I guess I would say this from a very young age, I was not I grew up in a single parent home and to be emotional outside of home or at school or whatever, uh, you know, that's how you get preyed on. People who are emotional, if you are a young man
Mhm.
and you are overtly emotional, you know, and you in grade school, something gonna probably happen to you. You're
Yeah,
gonna be on the list of people that's getting their lunch money taken or doing other people's homework or whatever the case may be, right?
Look at you being nice,
Uh
getting your lunch money taken.
yeah, what I'm saying? But you take that how you will, right? But
Right,
what I had to quickly do, you have to create this your representative, right?
right,
Who are you gonna show up as every day when you engaging with people? And you gotta, juke and jive on that depending on who you're dealing with, back to my earlier point. So that whole emotional thing, like Chocolate is talking about there, is you got to kind of stuff that down. You got to put that to the side because if you are seen as somebody who is weak, you are going to be preyed upon by everybody, men, women, black, white, brown. Doesn't make any difference. Back to what Jay Cook was talking about, they're going to come at you, and so you got to put that to the side and just pretend that doesn't exist. You compartmentalize it, is what they say. The
yeah,
doctors like Dr. Royal Rain, them people. That's what they say. You compartmentalize it, right?